Commentary on 3rd John. The third epistle of John is a brief but deeply revealing letter that reflects the condition of truth, love, authority, and fellowship within the early Christian community. It unfolds within the context of a completed redemptive transition, where the truth has already been established and is now being walked out among those who are of it. Verses 1 to 2, Beloved Gaius and prosperity of the soul. The elder unto the well-beloved Gaius, whom I love in the truth. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. John writes as the elder, not asserting hierarchical control, but expressing relational maturity. Gaius is identified as one already grounded in the truth, not progressing toward it, but living within it. The prosperity mentioned is not conditional or aspirational in a covenantal sense, but reflective. The soul of Gaius is already prospering, established in the finished reality of life and righteousness. The outward wish corresponds to an inward completeness already present. Verses 3 to 4, walking in the truth. For I rejoiced greatly when the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. The truth is not something Gaius is striving to obtain. It is in thee. This language reflects an indwelling reality rather than an external standard. The testimony from others confirms what is already true internally. Walking in truth is not movement toward fulfillment, but expression of fulfillment. It is the manifestation of what has already been accomplished and placed within. John's joy is not rooted in progress or improvement, but in recognition, seeing what is already true being lived out. Faithfulness without obligation. Beloved, thou dost faithfully whatsoever thou doest to the brethren and to strangers. We therefore ought to receive such that we might be fellow helpers to the truth. Gaius's actions toward others are described as faithful, not because they fulfill obligation, but because they align with the truth already present within him. The support of traveling brethren is not framed as duty under commandment, but as participation in truth itself. To be a fellow helper to the truth is to operate from shared identity, not imposed responsibility. There is no appeal to law, reward, or consequence, only recognition of shared life. Verses 9-10, Diotrephes and rejection of authority. I wrote unto the church, but Diotrephes, who loveth to have the preeminence among them, receiveth us not. Diotrephes represents a mindset still clinging to hierarchical control and self-exaltation. His desire for preeminence reveals a disconnect from the nature of truth, which does not seek rank or dominance. His rejection of John and others is not merely personal. It reflects resistance to the established reality of unity and completion. His actions, speaking maliciously, rejecting brethren, and casting others out, are rooted in a system that depends on control rather than shared identity. This exposes a contrast, one who walks in truth versus one who attempts to preserve authority structures that have no place in the fulfilled reality. Verse 11, good and evil, defined by Origen. Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doeth good is of God, but he that doeth evil hath not seen God. The distinction between good and evil here is not behavioral in a moralistic framework, but ontological, based on origin and perception. To do good is to act from the reality of being of God. To do evil is to operate from blindness, hath not seen God. The issue is not adherence to rules, but whether one perceives and functions from the revealed truth. Seeing God is synonymous with knowing him in the revealed Son, a reality already established. Verse 12, Demetrius and witness of truth. Demetrius hath good report of all men, and of the truth itself, yea, and we also bear record. Demetrius is affirmed not merely by people, but by the truth itself. This indicates alignment between his life and the indwelling reality of truth. The testimony is not about achieving status, but about consistency with what is already true. The witness is internal and external, unified. Verses 13 to 14, face-to-face completion. I had many things to write, but I will not with ink and pen write unto thee. But I trust I shall shortly see thee, and we shall speak face-to-face. The preference for face-to-face communication reflects fullness of fellowship. Written communication is secondary to direct presence. This mirrors the broader movement from mediated interaction to immediate, unveiled relationship. What was once communicated through letters and partial means is now fully realized in presence. Summary Insight 3. John presents a contrast between two realities. Those who walk in truth, expressing what is already complete within them. Those who seek preeminence and control, operating from a lack of perception. The letter assumes the truth is already in the believer. Fellowship is based on shared identity, not obligation. Authority rooted in hierarchy is out of place. Actions flow from being, not striving. Everything in the epistle reflects a community living in the light of a fulfilled reality, where truth is no longer awaited, but embodied.